Good morning students. Today we will start lesson number 10 following the Mahatma part 2 of standard 8 social science. In lesson number 7, this is the continuation of lesson number 7 following the Mahatma part 1. We have already completed lesson number 7 following the Mahatma part 1 and today we will start part 2. In this chapter also we will study about Gandhiji's life and movements. So the first topic is the civil disobedient movement 1930. It was difficult to attain Swaraj without putting up a fight. Fight बिना स्वराज achieve करना was difficult. At the Ahmedabad session of the Indian National Congress, the session was organized at Ahmedabad. The executive committee decided to launch a movement to attain Swaraj by breaking अनजस्ट लॉज इन डिसिप्लिन वे. उसमें जो एग्जीक्यूटिव कमेटी है उन्होंने डिसाइड किया कि वो डिसिप्लिन वे में लॉ को ब्रेक करेंगे टू अटेन स्वराज, जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के अकॉर्डिंग है एंड फंडामेंटल के अकॉर्डिंग गलत नहीं है, वो उन्हीं को ब्रेक करेंगे. इट ऑथराइज्ड गांधी जी टू लॉन्च द सिविल डिसओबीडियंट मूवमेंट. यू नो अबाउट डिसओबीडियंस मीनिंग एंड सिविल डिसओबीडियंस मीन्स कि वो ऐसे जो रूल्स एंड लॉ हैं उसे ओबे नहीं करेंगे. Okay, next is Dandi March. It also took place in 1930. The civil disobedience movement started with the breaking of the unjust salt law. Britishers applied tax on salt also, and we all know that salt is our basic need. So to break the salt law, civil disobedience was started. The British government had monopolized the production and trade of salt for the British government and the English merchants only. British government ने monopoly means दूसरे की trading strategy and methods को use करना, it's called monopoly. अपने product को sell करने के लिए वो strategy decide करते हैं, that is called monopoly. So only British English merchants को permission थी salt trading की, and if Indians have to do the trading of salt then they have to pay tax for it. Means for salt. Salt was made a taxable commodity which Gandhiji and other nationalists felt was very unjust. Gandhiji announced in the year 1930 that he would carry out a march up to Dandi near Surat to break the salt law. So in 1930 Gandhiji said that he will carry a march. March means parade. जैसा so the march will go to the Dandi near Surat so that the salt law might be breaked. Gandhiji started the Dandi march from Sabarmati Ashram, Ahmedabad with his 78 companions on 12th March 1930. On 12th March 1930, Gandhiji along with 78 companions started out for Dandi from Sabarmati Ashram. Thousands of people as well as journalists from various countries flocked to India to witness the Dandi March. Meetings were held in every village that was on the route. Gandhiji explained to the people the characteristics of the civil disobedience movement, need to break the salt law and the significance of Satyagraha in attaining Swaraj. Means on each village that was on the route to Dandi, Gandhiji held meetings and explained to the people the justified way of breaking the salt law, the importance of Swaraj struggle and Satyagraha. Read. Gandhiji reached Dandi on 5th April 1930 and on 6th April he broke the salt law. Gandhiji, while picking up the fistful of salt in his hand, said, "With this I am shaking the foundations of the British Empire." गांधीजी दांडी मार्च को रीच किया 5th अप्रैल को 1930 एंड ऑन द नेक्स्ट डे उसने क्या किया 6th अप्रैल एट डे ब्रेक ही रीच द सी शोर एंड कलेक्टेड द स्कैटर्ड सॉल्ट इन हिज पाम एंड ब्रोक द सॉल्ट लॉ एंड ही वॉज अरेस्टेड. उसको अरेस्ट किया गया. एट दैट टाइम उस टाइम पे क्या हुआ, thousands of people shouted out, "We have broken the salt law." The British government implemented cruel measures on satyagrahis. Thousands of satyagrahis were arrested. Thousands of जो सत्याग्रहीस थे उनको सबको अरेस्ट किया था. Due to Gandhiji's Dandi March, unmatched awareness and enthusiasm was seen in the people of Gujarat and India. Satyagrahas to break the unjust salt law were undertaken all over the country. Now see on page number 79, Round Table Conference. You read this paragraph, I will just explain you. The British government arranged a round table conference in London to discuss what kind of constitution should be given to India and the amendments to be made in it. But there was no representative from the Indian National Congress at the first round table conference organized in London. Therefore, the first round table conference was unsuccessful. अब फर्स्ट राउंड टेबल तो अनसक्सेसफुल गया, तो फिर उन्होंने सेकेंड राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस को ऑर्गेनाइज किया लंदन में 1931 एडी में, और गांधी जी वॉज प्रेजेंट एज द सोल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ द इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस. While discussing the constitution in this conference, the people who came as representatives from various communities wanted different election committees for their own community. Gandhiji was displeased about this viewpoint because this would lead to a shattered India. Gandhiji could not attain uniformity between the various unions of communal representatives, and therefore, since the communal problems could not be solved, this conference also proved unsuccessful. कम्युनल प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व नहीं हो सके, इसकी वजह से सेकेंड राउंड टेबल भी अनसक्सेसफुल रहा. गांधी जी रिटर्न टू इंडिया विथ अ सैड हार्ट. लीडर्स ऑफ वेरियस कम्युनिटीज डिड नॉट एग्री. कोई भी कम्युनिटी के लीडर्स एग्री नहीं हुए और ये वाला कॉन्फ्रेंस फेल हो गया था. तो गांधी जी बहुत डिसअपॉइंट हो गए थे और वो वापस चले गए इंडिया में, लेकिन वो बहुत ही दुखी होके गए थे. Our next topic is the Government of India Act 1935. What kind of action was done or taken by the Government of India? See, the Government of India was a kind of second phase in which constitutional changes were brought in India, but it turned to be inadequate and disappointing for the nationalists also. Therefore, we can say some of the leaders like Rajendra Prasad and all, they also were not agreeing with that. So if we talk about the condition, we can say autonomously increase introduced in the Provincial Act, and somehow the provincial government retained important reserve with the power. So the elected representative of the India were given the very limited authority only. It means India was and India's people were not getting some kind of special seat and the powers in the legislative assembly also, as well as parliamentary council too, as well as in the other meetings too. Therefore, we can say this was also against from the expectation, and as the act elections were held and act के हिसाब से elections हुए थे. Gandhi ji suggested that the Indian National Congress would form the federal legislature only. गांधी जी ने सजेस्ट किया था कि जो इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस है वो फेडरल लेजिस्लेटर फॉर्म करेंगे, उसी गारंटी पे कि दैट द गवर्नर्स वुड नॉट एक्सरसाइज द एक्सक्लूसिव पावर्स granted to them and act as per the advice of the elected provisional ministries. It means Gandhi ji guided it to the provisional ministers that we need to act very cool and very properly. So Viceroy and National Secretary agreed with certain clarifications which was made by Congress and Muslim League. Formed the federal legislature. Federals mean connected with central government. Different legislatures also. So the experiment of provisional Swaraj continued for 2 years. 2 साल तक वो provisional स्वराज का experiment continue रहा. Now then the world war broke out in the year 1939. The British government declared India a part of it without consulting the federal legislature. As a sign of the protest, committees resigned, and that's how Indian soldiers were sent for the World War. Thus, India was not a part of any allied or existence, and India was standing on the neutral phase. Then also our 25 lakh soldiers were fighting from the side of Britain. Can you imagine it? Which is not mentioned in the textbook. So the demand for Pakistan was also started. Now see, you might be knowing about Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Iqbal and Chaudhry Rahmat Ali were the Muslim leaders who propagated that the Hindus and Muslims should form two separate nations as they represented two different cultures. It was a kind of a seed of poison which was actually going differently in the two directions. So the resolutions for the demand for the Pakistan was passed in the Muslim League session held at Lahore in March 1940. So Muhammad Iqbal and Chaudhry Rahmat Ali were the two Muslim leaders who were the first to propagate the theory of Pakistan, and the resolution to demand Pakistan was passed in the Muslim League Conference, which was held at Lahore in March 1940. It was suggested to form an independent nation having the majority of the Muslim population. Means somehow they separated the Hindus with Muslims. And Muslims were thinking, according to them, we could be having safer state or nation. That is a condition we can say. Muhammad Ali divided this nation. After this, the creation of Pakistan became the main objective of the Muslim League. Means to create Pakistan was the main objective of the Muslim League. मौलाना आज़ाद वॉज बॉर्न इन मक्का. मौलाना आज़ाद थे वो मक्का में बॉर्न हुए थे. ही न्यू मैनी लैंग्वेजेस एंड वॉज अ स्कॉलर ऑफ इस्लाम. उनको बहुत सारी लैंग्वेजेस आती थी और वो इस्लाम के स्कॉलर्स थे. स्कॉलर मीन्स अ पर्सन हु स्टडीज एंड हैज़ अ लॉट ऑफ नॉलेज अबाउट अ पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट. He advocated the unity of all the religions. वो यूनिटी बनाए रखते थे सारे रिलीजन्स की. He was also very active in Gandhian movement. Gandhian movement में वो बहुत ही एक्टिव थे. Now we can say Muhammad Ali Jinnah was a kind of a different person. But if you talk about Maulana Azad, he was a kind of a supporting person. He was always supporting India and he was never ever trying to divide Hindus with the Muslims. Here we need to understand this. So this is how we can say this whole of the movement took an ambitious role. Now comes here individual satyagraha in 1940. You can see here Vinoba Bhave is writing something. Unique demand from the world war was started. Now during the World War II, Gandhiji started individual satyagraha instead of the mass satyagraha for two reasons. वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 के स्टार्ट होने के टाइम पे गांधी जी ने इंडिविजुअल सत्याग्रह स्टार्ट किया. मास सत्याग्रह की जगह पे इंडिविजुअल सत्याग्रह स्टार्ट किया. उसके दो रीजंस थे. वन, देयर वाज चांसेस ऑफ इट टर्निंग इनटू अ वायलेंट मूवमेंट. पहला रीज़न ये था कि उसके चांसेस थे कि वो वायलेंट मूवमेंट में टर्न हो सके, मतलब किसी को डैमेज पहुंचा सके. एंड सेकेंड रीज़न था कि गांधी जी वॉज नॉट विलिंग टू पुट द ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट इनटू अ एम्ब्रेसिंग सिचुएशन ड्यूरिंग द war. That is, during the World War II, Gandhiji started individual satyagraha instead of group satyagraha, as he did not want to give more trouble to the British government during the trying times of war. Gandhiji selected Vinoba Bhave as the first individual सत्याग्रही, और उस गांधी जी ने विनोबा भावे को फर्स्ट इंडिविजुअल सत्याग्रह के रूप में सिलेक्ट किया था. Vinoba Bhave started his satyagraha by delivering anti-war speeches. On the fifth day, he was arrested by government and was put in prison for 3 months. Vinoba Bhave started the individual satyagraha on 17th October 1940 in Pavnar, a village near Wardha, after giving an anti-war speech. Vinoba Bhave's basic inclination was towards constructive programs right from the beginning. और शुरू से उनका बेसिक झुकाव कहाँ था कि वो कोई यूज़फुल प्रोग्राम्स कुछ बनाए या कोई हेल्पफुल प्रोग्राम्स स्टार्ट करे. हेंस गांधी जी हैड अ डीप फेथ इन हिम एज अ सत्याग्रही विथ हाई वैल्यूज़. और गांधी जी को उनमें डीप फेथ था, उनमें ट्रस्ट था कि वो सत्याग्रही में हाई वैल्यू पे है. नाउ सी थिंग्स टू नो. Cripps Mission 1942. Sir Stafford Cripps was sent to India to pacify the agitated Indian leaders with promises to grant the autonomy of the Federation of India. However, it nowhere mentioned when it would be done. और ये कहीं पे भी मेंशन नहीं किया था कि कब ये हुआ था. मोर ओवर इट एग्रीड ओवर सेपरेशन ऑफ पाकिस्तान टू, और उन्होंने ये मिशन ने पाकिस्तान को एग्री भी किया था पाकिस्तान को सेपरेशन दिलाने में। द इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस अपोज्ड इट, लेकिन इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस ने उसको अपोज किया था। एंड विंस्टन चर्चिल विदड्रॉ हिज प्रपोजल, और विंस्टन चर्चिल ने उनका प्रपोजल को विदड्रॉ किया था। नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट। To make the British leave India and to attain complete freedom, the Quit India movement was started in 1942 AD. Gandhiji warned the British that they should leave India immediately. Gandhiji ordered the people of India to follow the principle of do or die and to continue the non-violent struggle against the British. The historical resolution of British Quit India was passed on 8 August 1942 during the meeting of the Indian National Congress. Then what happened? Then Gandhiji warned the British that they should leave India immediately. Gandhiji, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Jawaharlal Nehru, Maulana Azad and other important leaders of Congress were arrested and put in jail on 9th August in the early hours of morning. The anger of the people was aroused. Thus the Quit India movement spread all over the country. There were huge strikes, there were various public meetings, processions and protest rallies all over India. Maximum farmers and youngsters joined this movement. There were incidents of violent attacks. People ruined government houses and the media, post and telegraph. To curb this movement, the government adopted cruel measures like group arrests, capture, imprisonment, etc. on a large scale. However, they were unsuccessful in doing so. So, the British government realized that now their hold over the people would not remain for long. Next is the Cabinet Mission 1946. Now, the British Cabinet Mission 1946 of India aimed to discuss and plan for the transfer of power from the British government to Indian leadership. अब जो ब्रिटिश कैबिनेट मिशन है वो उसमें इंडिया ने एम किया था, डिस्कस किया था एंड प्लान किया था कि ट्रांसफ़र करेंगे पावर्स के ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट से इंडियन लीडरशिप पे। कन्फेरिंग मीन्स टू डिस्कवर something with somebody before making a decision. India with its independence. Formulated at the initiative of Clement Attlee, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, it was represented by 3 British ministers. The Prime Minister of Britain, Mr. Attlee, sent a cabinet mission to India in 1946 AD in order to put forward a plan of giving complete freedom, Purna Swaraj in India. Now, the various proposals of cabinet mission were to establish total self rule in the country, means self rule को establish करना पूरी country में. Second, to divide whole country into total 3 provisions. country को 3 provisions में divide करना. First है provisions of Hindu majority, second provision of Muslim majority and third provision with mixed population. Next is allow India to design its own constitution. Means freedom was given to the nation to frame his own constitution. Next is formation of an interim or provisional government till the constitution was framed. Means till the constitution was enforced, the interim government would work. The Congress secured majority in the following elections and formed the interim government under the leadership of जवाहरलाल नेहरू. जवाहरलाल नेहरू की लीडरशिप में कांग्रेस ने मेजोरिटी सिक्योर की थी इलेक्शंस में और उन्होंने इंटरिम गवर्नमेंट को फॉर्म किया था. द पुअर रिस्पॉन्स इरिटेटेड द मुस्लिम लीग, और उनका जो पुअर रिस्पॉन्स था वो मुस्लिम लीग को इरिटेट किया एंड उन्होंने डिक्लेयर किया 16 अगस्त 1946 को डायरेक्ट एक्शन डे के नाम से. और उसका रिजल्ट क्या आया? कम्युनल टेंशन प्रिवेल्ड इन द कंट्री एंड मैनी पार्ट्स विटनेस्ड कम्युनल रायट्स. बहुत सारे दंगे वगैरह हो गए बहुत सारे उसमें कंट्री के पार्ट्स में. However, the Muslim League maintained its position in the government through varied protests till the formation of Pakistan. So what happened? According to the cabinet mission plan, an interim government had to be formed at the center. Then the British government did not accept the demands of the Muslim League while forming this government, and due to the weak response, the dissatisfied Muslim League declared 16th August 1946 as Direct Action Day. Or as a result, what happened? Communal riots broke out all over the country. Now last topic, Attlee's announcement of independence of India, February 1947. The communal integrity was jeopardized by the attitude of the Muslim League with the interim government. The British minister on 20th February 1947 announced in the British Parliament that latest by June 1948 the powers would be completely transferred to the Indians. The enthusiasm and happiness of Indian leaders and the common people knew on bounds. Gandhiji welcomed this decision of the Britishers by saying that it was their best decision. अब क्या हुआ? 20th February 1947 the British Prime Minister ने announce किया कि the British government would hand over the rule of Indian completely. इंडिया के जो रूल्स थे वो ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट कम्प्लीटली हैंड ओवर करेंगे एंड वुड लीव इंडिया बाय जून 1948 एट द मोस्ट, और 1948 जून में वो इंडिया को लीव कर देंगे. द एंथुसियाज्म ऑफ गांधी जी एंड ऑल द नेशनल लीडर्स ऑफ इंडिया एज वेल एज द कॉमन पीपल इंक्रीज्ड विद दिस अनाउंसमेंट. इस अनाउंसमेंट से गांधी जी और दूसरे बाकी नेशनल लीडर्स का और कॉमन पीपल का जो एंथुसियाज्म था वो ज़्यादा इंक्रीज्ड हो गया. Gandhiji welcomed this decision of the British by saying that it was their best act. उन्होंने इसको वेलकम किया और गांधी जी ने कहा कि ये उनका बेस्ट एक्ट था. And with this our lesson number 10 is finished.